Man, a few days ago, I was just, watching some YouTube, watching some ordinary gamers, and I seen him pull up this channel called Wheres981, and I went for a ride. I started looking it up, and I started going through some of these videos, and I'm just going to show you, one video, and we'll go from there. So, right here we have Don't Let Other People Drive Your Car. We got to add, of course. Okay. But yeah, you can see he basically makes videos of him driving his car at extremely high speeds in traffic. And, well, you may think, wow, that is highly illegal, and how can YouTube allow that? That is so dangerous. That's illegal. Oh my fucking Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Alright. But as you can see, if we go over to his about section, he's just an amateur CGI artist. It's all CGI rendered from Unreal Engine 5, of course. Totally. But yeah, you can see what he does is he just runs from police. He likes to go fast, and sometimes he has a close call and he almost crashes. Right. He also has a merch shop, which is pretty cool. Yep. But yeah, so this guy he likes to go fast. He records himself doing it and running from the police and posts it on here. Claims it to be CGI and special effects, so YouTube doesn't lay the hammer on him, which I'm surprised they haven't. Uh, but YouTube doing YouTube things, right? Man, so yeah, this is a whole interesting rabbit hole. And he isn't the only YouTuber that does this kind of stuff. He isn't the only YouTube channel that has this kind of content. So if you don't know who Where981 is, here he is. This is him. Some say he's really good at graphical design. Some say he's lying so YouTube doesn't ban his ass for TOS violations. So this is what people do when they hit it big in stocks and not big enough where they can afford a track day, apparently. They'll just buy these expensive cars and fly them down the highway because they got nothing better to do because they're millionaires, right? I don't really see the whole point of this. I don't see why you have to endanger everyone on the highway, including yourself. Um, I don't know. I mean, like, man, I'm gonna piss a lot of people off, but I don't care. If you're this kind of person to put other people's lives at risk, you shouldn't have a license. If you're this kind of person that flies down the highway, chops through cars like you're fucking Dale Earnhardt the fourth, fucking side swiping guys like you're Jeff Gordon. All right, you don't need to be doing that shit. Okay, it's very annoying. It's very dangerous. You're putting everyone at risk. You know that, and you should probably stop. And that this is the reason why I don't get in anyone's car, cause y'all are fucking untrustworthy as hell. And man, while you're not from a big city, this is pretty unnormal if you ain't from a big city to see someone just flying down the roads like this, not getting stopped. But man, I can confirm this is pretty normal. Police actually in New York, right here. If we can find about New York. Uh, they cannot pursue a vehicle if there is a danger to the public. So they're not going to chase you if you're like riding a motorcycle and you're fucking flying down the highway. They just won't chase you because it's too dangerous, right? And they do the same thing for these cars. So that's why a lot of his videos here, you'll see him almost every time I ran from the cops compilation. And you'll see these cops, they'll kind of follow him for a bit, but once he gets going, they kind of just lay off his ass because it's not worth putting lives at risk, right? To try to stop, Speed Boy over here that just wants to, do some Tokyo drifting at night. And I went down the rabbit hole trying to find more information. The only thing I found was a weightlifting article and a Playboy Cardi subreddit. And we're gonna read some comments here. Average Long Island driver, except they don't make it too long. This dude driving like I do on GTA 5 highways. Uh, he pushing the Cayman. Cars assist. This literally next to my house. This is dangerous for everyone on the road. I hope to never see a car driving like this near me. I would shit my pants. Then I would reach for my shit and attempt to throw it at the car, but miss since it was going too fast. And bro, I see this in Chicago daily. So you can see this isn't just a rare thing going on. This is happening everywhere, and I can confirm that. I'm on the highway once in a while, and I can confirm there's some nutty fucking people on the highway at night. And man, I can't believe the balls of him to go and sell his own merch on his YouTube channel, because he's got some opposition looking at him and paying attention to him to try to stop him. He has been stopped before, I believe, but I don't think that stopped him for long. You can see they finally got me a year ago, but he's still uploading uh daily. So, yeah, man, it's just interesting. So, we're going to read here. So, what goes wrong in these incidents? People try to get on that clout, try to get on that grind like Wheres981, but they lack the talent, the skill needed to actually keep the car on the road and going straight, like a lot of teenagers do, thinking they can do everything in their power to keep the car on the road. They can't. So you can see Manhattan DA charges against driver 800K car who crashed his way through Midtown. And you can see a lot of people with just money to throw away get into these expensive cars, and I guess they have like they got nothing better to do besides put lives at risk, and that's what they love to do. So you can see here these police don't really do anything. What did the police do at the scene? Did they follow the proper procedure in collecting, logging, and preserving evidence? And what did the assistant district attorney do after that? No one is ever 100% perfect all the time. That's very that's good. Thank you. Thank you for that. That makes me feel a lot better about this. Totally. But you can see the police, they don't really take this shit seriously because they don't want to put lives at risk trying to chase people. And, the speed demons aren't really, out here putting hits on everybody. I mean, they kind of are, apparently. But, man, yeah, it's just, this isn't even, I don't blame the drivers for being stupid. I blame the cops for not putting an end of it, which they easily could. And this rule going against the fucking the speed demons, I think it's a good idea, but it's just gonna make them go faster, in my opinion. It ain't gonna stop anyone unless you stop them. Like, these, even if you took uh the license away of a speed demon, man, the chances of them actually stopping is none, because I don't know if you know this. You don't need a license to drive a car, really. You can just get behind the wheel and drive it illegally, and that's what a lot of these guys do. And I think that's how they also don't get caught. They got nothing to lose now. They can just do all the illegal shit they want with the license plates and everything, and really make their identity hidden. Uh, Man, it's just interesting. I don't know how to feel about it, but of course, it's all CGI, guys. It's not real, right? Totally. And so this is the second form I found. Fuck, I've been following this guy for months, and he just fucking nuts. I don't know how he hasn't been caught yet and keeps a steady flow of highly illegal street racing and driving content on his channel. He has gotten pretty popular over the last few months, with some big name YouTubers doing reaction videos to his content. There's a whole underground society of street racers who like to cut up, which is basically racing through traffic. You can also look up No Hesse on YouTube and take yourself down a rabbit hole of idiots and maniacs driving sports cars like psychos. And that's what I was just talking about. There's a lot of copycats who do this, and like I said, they lack the skill and talent needed, and they do actually get themselves injured or others injured which is where this goes a little bit too far. It's something to have, a Kevin Harvick or a Jimmy Johnson riding on the highway. It's another thing if you got a Danica Patrick on the highway, all right? And man, it's very interesting. I don't know how to. I do know how to feel about it. I don't like it. I think it's dumb. As a driver myself, as an extremely safe driver, as safe as I try to be, to see these people have their license and just not give a fuck and not respect anybody or anything and have no respect for life, literally no respect for life, besides, their car going fast, I don't have any respect for them. And I don't have respect for the police who just see this happen and kind of just like, you can go, it's all right, put everyone on the highway at danger, it's fine, kids in the car, fine, whatever. It's realistic but ridiculous, and for YouTube to keep this up as well and kind of promote it is a little sus, and it's weird how he can just say CGI, and YouTube's like, oh, all right, cool, that works. Yeah, so it's very interesting. Reckless drivers are shamelessly exposing the idiocy of their speeder culture, and it's true. It's very dumb. It just makes you look like a rich person who has no talent whatsoever besides, a big car that they wreck. I don't know. It's just I could easily see one of my friends doing this, thinking they're hot shit. They get behind the car, they're filming themselves speeding down the road. They either get chased by a cop and wreck, or they just wreck themselves and injure someone else who's completely innocent in the situation, and someone dies, someone gets hurt, something bad happens. I can easily see, someone who doesn't have that much thinking power doing this, and just putting many lives at risk. You got what you all were wishing for. I lost traction and slid into a curb. I hope you're happy. You people are evil. I don't have insurance and I can't afford a bumper. I mean, man, just don't go fucking fast on the highway. You should have known better. It looks like it's wet out as well. Shit. A normal driver knows that there's a lack of traction. Man. So, yeah, this is about what I expect. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video on this, warn you all about the dangers on our road. It's so dangerous to do this. It's a bad influence as well to get attention from a bunch of young people. He has a TikTok and an Instagram, and of course, the TikTok is going about as well as you expect it to go. And I only expect this kind of stuff to get more fluent and more worse and more dangerous as time goes on, because people are very desperate for attention nowadays, and people don't have respect for anything besides themselves. So unless they aren't making money, they don't care. This guy, I'm sure he's making a pretty good. I'm sure he's making a good amount of money on YouTube, Mr. Wheres981. I'm sure he's making a good amount of money swimming and posting his videos on here. But man, and he's got a merch store as well. I'm sure he's making out pretty well. But I don't know. I just have a bad feeling about all of this. I don't really vibe with it. It gives me a lot of anxiety. Uh, I wish him the best. I wish he would change and be like, hey, yo, I'm getting in. I'm going to the racetrack. We don't do these roads no more. That would be nice. Because, like I said, he's obviously talented and skilled enough to keep the car on the road. Besides that one video of like someone else driving his car, apparently. Um, it's just I don't know. This is the most dangerous thing you could do with your car, and I don't vibe with it. I think anyone who does this is very unsmart, very unsafe, disrespectful, and just someone to be wary of in general. Someone who has too much money and not enough brains, and it's just sad because in a Q&A he said that the only way he is going to stop is unless he gets caught or he dies. So, that's the kind of thinking these guys have. They don't really care. They just, if they hit it good in stocks, they're going to buy an expensive car, and they do not give a shit about anything or anyone else. And I don't know. I can't say I blame them because the cops don't give a shit as well. So, I mean, what are you gonna do? If the cops don't stop you, I don't know. I don't know what else is. It's just yeah, it's just interesting. I thought I should talk about it. It's a little depressing. There's just seemingly gone on for a while with not just this channel, but there's a lot of other channels like it. So it's not just him doing it, but I do think he is a big influence on these driving channels. But like I said, he's not the only one, and he's not the only one not getting caught by the cops as well. Is he the best skilled one? I surely think so. But man, it's just a lot of kids are going to think they have the talent and skill to do this, and they're going to find out one way or another they do not. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. That's been me. If you like this video, like it. Don't attack where 981 is. Don't hit him up. Just go over to his channel, look at some of his content, and tell me what you think. And tell me what you think about all this stuff. And man, how safe of a driver are you? What would you do if you seen this man cutting down the highway, and he cuts in front of you and he speeds off, and you are sitting there just astonished that there's no police following him, but you can go through a stop sign for less than 2 seconds and you can get stopped, It's very weird how the system works. And yeah, that's all I got. So thank you for watching. If you like this, subscribe. If you didn't, dislike it. Tell me what you think. Goodbye.